Hi there. I'm so glad to bring a very important topic today. My name is Susan and I make being a mom easier. And today I want to talk about expectations. How do we know if the expectations we set for our kids are too high, too low, or if they're just right? And I want to share that there's one person who knows your kid better than anyone else, and that's your kid. They know themselves better than anyone else, ultimately. But we, as their parents, need to guide them with our wisdom, our experience, and we need to encourage them. So I want to talk about expectations because a lot of times, like right now, a lot of teenagers are going through trying to get into college and trying to pick the college that they want to get into. And college is harder to get in today than really ever before for the big, fancy, name brand colleges, or even just your state schools that are kind of bigger and more attractive. They can be really, really tough. And kids can really think either too much or too little of their abilities. So I want to share some tips on how to manage your expectations for your kids and what they should be doing. I want to share this amazing family. Great marriage. They're both entrepreneurs. They've got 3 kids, and they had some expectations for their children, their very young kids, on how they should be behaving that were out of whack with reality. Partly because they didn't want to parent the way they were parented. So they were like, I don't understand why my kids aren't doing what we say. They basically laugh at us. They're not following our directions. We don't want to spank or yell or do the things that our parents did, what I call power over. They didn't want to force their kids, but they were just shocked at the lack of what they call disrespect. And this can be shocking for parents because they just are baffled at how their parents were able to manage better than they are. So first of all, the thing I want to tell you is today you're not parenting in the same environment that your parents parented in. It is a very different environment. And so children are not going to respond the same way. Second of all, when you were a child and receiving the kind of discipline from your parents, you were seeing that from a child's point of view, not their point of view. So the way I help parents remedy this, and here's really important tip, is you need to create a mission statement and a vision for each of your children. So the mission statement, you just make one, and the key to a great mission statement is it can fit on the front of a t-shirt. Okay, you don't want to get too crazy or too loud. My mission statement for my business is I make being a mom easier. And if somebody's like, oh, Susan, take this training, or oh, Susan, they want me to buy something, I have to go through and say, okay, does this make being a mom easier? If the answer is yes, I'll consider it. If the answer is no, I don't even want to think about it. So that is the same thing that having a mission statement for your family will do, is it will help you determine what it is you need to consider and not. And so that's the foundation. Then you're going to make a vision for each child. And your vision for your child is going to help you point your arrow of discipline at a very defined target. So this is really where the expectations come in when we make a mission and a vision for our family, a mission statement for our family and a vision for each of the children. That's where we will be very comfortable knowing where our expectations should be for our children. So here's a quick example. A client had a student who was definitely an A student, sometimes made a B, very, very high achieving, probably average, maybe a little higher than average on the intelligence test scores. This child brought home a C for Spanish, and this girl was devastated. And so the mom said, well, is this the best you can do? I mean, if this is the best you can do, okay. And the daughter said, no, I know I can make a B in this class, blah, blah, blah. So the parent said, okay, well then what do you need to do to get that B that you know you can make. The child never had another C for the rest of high school. Not because the C is bad, not because the child was going to get paid for her grades, not because of anything that the parent did, but because that child, that high schooler, knew what she was capable of, and the parent encouraged her to meet that self-expectation. That's internal motivation, or intrinsic motivation. Now, going back to my clients, they have younger children. And so they have to understand childhood development, and not only just that individual child, but a 5-year-old is not going to be quiet all day so that mommy and daddy can work. The other expectation that they needed to adjust, which is achieved through the mission statement, is that they had to understand that they have 3 young children at home. They're not going to be able to put in 50, 60 hours a week at their job. They're going to have to set limits and boundaries. They're going to have to turn their phones off. They're going to have to tell their clients, I'm unavailable between 6 and 9 every night, so that they could spend those 3 hours uninterrupted attending to the business of parenting. And when they do that, the children misbehave a lot less. So there's my timer for my 7 minutes. I want you to complete a mission statement and a vision for your children. If you want to learn more about the mission and the vision, it is in my 6 steps. And it is 6 Steps to Happy Children. It's available in my bio. It's available right here. You can just click right on it. And it's absolutely free. So download it today. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.